man, the voice of reason. We're in the building now with another special guest that we have, Mr. A. I want to tell you, man, when we met this brother at Chris Collins' affair that he had, it was just a connection there. And he said, yo, I like y'all brothers. I like what y'all doing. He was like, we need to connect. We need to get together. We need to make something happen. He stood by his word. And he here on the show today to talk to us about some things, man. I got a chance to look at his page. I seen some exciting things. I've been watching him feed the people. I just been watching him in the community doing what he's doing, and it's just a pleasure to have him in the building today, man. Mr. A, we thank you for coming on the show.
Most definitely.
Oh, like I really appreciate you. You know what I mean? Inviting me out, man. You know, I feel real welcome, man. When I walked in the door, man. You know, it's really an honor for me to be here.
Most definitely.
You know, with you cats, man.
No doubt.
Most definitely.
He said, Mr. A, when he first met us, he said, it's something about y'all and we got a link. And I believe that. And then just looking at your story, man, I started seeing that you were involved in the community doing security and different things and bringing young people into law enforcement. I actually seen you put up a flyer last week, I think it was, and somebody was like, is this for being a cop or what is this about? And they thought they didn't even have a chance. And you was like, young brother, just go down there and try. Like, you know, stop coming with the negative already and just go try. So let us know about some things that you got going.
Well, that was some of the things that, you know, I mean, I helped put together with Chief Thompson of Metro Police Department, man. I went down there and talked to him about. I said, listen, man, like the real thing is that if you have a community, man, like the community is not going to thrive together, man, unless it comes from the community, man.
Right.
You know, people coming out of the community, you know, policing the area is just policing, man. You know, they're the insurgents, man. You know, so you're not going to have any peace. I said, we have qualified people right here in the city. We have, you know, high school. All our kids ain't bad, brother.
Right.
We got high school diplomas. We got people with college degrees that don't know what to do. They don't get that. They don't be given an opportunity.
Right.
So we sat down and we talked about having people come in with high school diplomas, even GEDs. Man, we talked about. So we put that on a platform for the young brothers and sisters to be able to come down there, man, and be a part of their city. Instead of talking about it, you know, let's be about it.
That's
man.
right.
You know, so I, you know, got him to open the door, man. He opened the door, and everybody wants to talk about, well, this and that and the third. But now's the time to do it, man. We can complain about them. You know, the best thing to it is to join them, man.
That's the best thing to do. That's to join them.
So
go ahead.
So let's elaborate on the academy that you built to actually get them to be able to.
The platform.
The platform to get them in the door.
Okay, so the academy started, man, back in 2012, man.
Okay.
You know, I was doing security down there at Crown Fried Chicken, right there on the corner of Mickle Boulevard and Broadway, right there at the corner. It was the hub right across the street from Walter Rand, where everybody socialized and everything. So, you know, they called me in there to help clean it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So I went in there with an attitude of, like, these my people. So, you know, you got to know better to do better, right?
Right.
So I seen some cats, like, you know, walking around doing some stuff. You know, I teach before, so I know some people in the neighborhood. And I decided to give these cats an opportunity to become something. It's like, look, can I do this, man? So I said, yeah, brother. You know, so the academy started coming off where guys, we wasn't even talking about, like, doing any work. You know what I mean? They just wanted to be in a positive setting. Right. And me being a teacher, man, you know, I had them upstairs, man, and we were doing some drills, you know, because I'm ex-military, you know, retired military, you know what I'm saying? So they was fine to that, man. And what happened was, you know, I said, listen, man, you know, you get your SOAR license, which is a state police license, man, you have to get to do the security work with. And what I did was I happened to get that, man, and we became one big family, man.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I said, you can be everything you want to be, man. Just, you know, let's just get it done. You know, so the whole aspect of it is when the academy took flight, man, we kicked the door down of city council up in Camden, man, and we let them know we here. You know, and ever since that day, man, we've been here. You know what I mean?
Nice,
so that's how the academy kicked off. And what I do is I help cats get into law enforcement or armed forces. I have the Army and the Navy and the Marines come by once a month, man, and they come get some cats, man. And cats want to join the National Guard. They might not be eligible for the Army because of tats or whatever like that. They would go into the National Guard and stuff like that, man. And then we went on a little further, you know, where, you know, I got a connection with somebody in TSA, Homeland Security. And they looked at me and said, Chief, can we do this? And I said, listen, man, let's get it done.
Right.
Let's get it done.
Right, execution.
Yeah, man.
Most
So,
definitely.
so what do you teach some of these people on, the keys to success to get it done?
Yeah, well, some of the times, man, we sit down and we talk about the brother, not the piggy bank, but the brother talking about core values, man. And consistency is one of them, man.
Right.
We sometimes, man, we'll sit around and we'll talk about we want something, man, but then we'll procrastinate, man, to get there.
Right.
And then, it's all about, PPT, man. And I always say people, places, and things, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's either going to be the death of you, man, or it's going to be the core of your success, man.
Okay.
If you want to own a business, be around people who own businesses, man. You know what I mean? If you want to do drugs, then you be around people who do drugs. It's just real simple, man.
Right,
so what I teach them is that if you want to do something different, you got to do something different, man.
Right.
And that's just basically it,
Look, you know what's so funny is everybody in here has the same values, from Les earlier to me to even you, where we say, whatever you believe in. I say y'all all the time. Y'all family business me. A lot of people say alive, family business me. Whatever the situation may be. So we always put our family first. But what got me, I hope you don't mind if I put this out here, but I was watching your Facebook and I noticed that you had put up a picture and you was like, my daughter was out here making some money with me. And she was like, I can't wait to get back out here because we made this in this little bit of time. Like, what's up? So you already placing that inside your family to get out there and grind to do that. And I was like, man, I really respect that because I was like, he's making sure that he's branding that value inside his child there.
And she really, my son too, not taking from him, but my daughter, she's more or less keyed in on it. You know what I mean? Because I tell them that, if you want something, you got to work for it. Like my business, I write them a check, they get a check, mailed in their name and everything like that. So I teach them how to go to the bank, cash the check and things like that, man. So, she sees that this is an opportunity for me to do something, man. You know what I mean? She goes to school and brags to her girlfriends and talk about, I work with my dad this week. They said, you a security officer? She said, yeah. One day she wore a uniform in. They was all, I said, you ain't put them in the locker, did you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You didn't pull your handcuffs out on them, did you? She's really serious about what she does because, she understands what it is. She started with this, she was 4 years old. Now she's 11. You know what I mean? And she's understanding the value of having her own. You know what I mean? And working for it, man.
I seen that.
And she's very, very passionate about, giving back. She's very passionate about giving back.
I mean, I seen that because you had y'all was going out to feed the people, and you put, like I said, I've been following you, and I seen you put the picture up of your kids, and they was making the bags, and they was excited to go out there, and I was like, you don't really see that value instilled in the people the way, they don't show it like they should show it, because in the way that you show it, it should make people want to get involved. That's why after the third time I done seen you do it, I said, you know what? I'm going to be out there with you this Friday because you keep throwing it at my page. Like, yo, where you at, P? Like, I told you we feeding the people. And so I'm watching and I'm like, get your butt out here. You know what I mean? So just watching what you was doing, I said, you know what? I keep saying I want to give back. I want to feed the people. And if your kids is in the kitchen, then now they making me look bad. So I got to get out there. So I'm like, yo, your core value has really been your family and the business. Now, I want to ask a question. Do you actually train the people, or do you have other people that come in and train?
Okay, see, we're a nonprofit organization. That I have a profit organization, I have a nonprofit organization. My nonprofit organization has a team that's set up to teach them handcuff, pepper spray, and baton, to give them a license for that. I have somebody come from the state police department to give them a SOAR license, and they get that for that. The military aspect training, that's me. That's all me. I have some friends that come, from the military, and we'll do some military training with them and things like that. But the most thing is about discipline, man. And they love it, you know what I mean? And it goes with them through life, you know what I mean? It's to touch a little bit on, my daughter and stuff like that. They motivate me sometimes. I'm talking about, like, you getting older, man. You got a whole lot of stuff going on. My kids motivate me to saying, all right, Dad, come on, let's get these bags together. I want to get some smiles on some people's faces, And I'm looking at them like, wow, let's get it done. Some days, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to get it. They be like, pop, they open up the bags, let's go, And they come, when they come home Friday, they already have their homework, done and stuff like that, and stuff put up, and they ready to go out and feed the people, man, and they get so much joy out of it. They say their very favorite thing is they want to bring a smile to somebody's face.
That's good.
Another thing I was watching, you sent us something. Was your security situation? Y'all was on TV for something recently?
Yeah, a couple of we've been.
I see. That's what I'm saying. Like, tell us what's going on with your company, because it looks like y'all really doing some big.
Yeah, we did the Super Bowl security, man. We did the Super Bowl security, man. Listen, brother, we done did 2 Super Bowl. We did the Super Bowl when it was in Rutherford, and we did the Super Bowl. Bro, we do a lot of things, man. We do personal security for some professional players, and the Sixers and football, and I can't mention any names and things like that. But we do some devastating work, man.
Now, for the listeners that's listening, is there an age limit on them wanting to become security?
Okay, so we have a program that it ventures in all age groups, man. Okay. In the summertime, we venture the age groups from 6 to 12 to 14 to 19, from 19 to 27. You know what I'm saying? So for the security aspect, they can come in as a junior. At 16. Okay. At 16, we can train them in the junior aspect, and we'll give them jobs on our aspect, not as security, but as crowd control or something like that. We have a summer venue or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's from the younger age.
Yeah.
Now, what's the checkout age?
Okay, so yeah. I get you.
Yeah, it might be some people that's like, look,
I get you,
I need a job, but when
see, here's the thing with Aziz Academy, we don't, I try to prepare these young men and women to move forward. Right. Okay, it's not to come and retire off of Aziz Academy and things like that. We are the hub that helps them jumpstart into their careers. One of my officers here is going into
who she work for?
Who she work for?
Yeah, she over here like really booted up.
She works.
Right? She got the weapon on the side and everything. Hold up.
She works for us, but she's going in for Border Patrol is what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Down in San Antonio, Texas. She'll be going in pretty soon for the training. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be really, really great because we have somebody now in Arlington, Texas that's a Homeland Security agent, you know what I'm saying, from Camden, man. Nice. So we talk about, like, moving these guys and getting these guys into different places, man. We have some guys that right now, we got 70 correctional officers, man, in North Carolina, Virginia, Delaware, and New Jersey, man. 70 that came from Camden, man. That people don't know about. People don't talk about.
I know I seen you bringing these pictures. Like, can you elaborate on some of this, or you don't really want to talk about none of that at all?
No. See, like, I want to talk about that because we don't, everybody talk about everything else. You know what I mean? But we need some proofs, man. Right. And like these guys, man, these guys, these ladies, man, they done already did it, man. They came from us. You know what I'm saying? They joined us, man, and then now they doing their thing, protecting the borders. Coming home and trying to start their own business. Some of them are doing private security over there in third world countries. You know what I mean? So, the thing about it is that they start from us, man. Right. And they're able to, and when they get an opportunity to come and give back, they do come back, and then invest in what we have going on, man. And it's really, really great, man.
And all this is coming out of Camden.
Camden, New Jersey, man. And the thing about it, most of all, is people don't give them the credit that they deserve.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we need to start stepping up, man. Like, listen, stop letting that phone run your life, man. Ask yourself a question. How much time do you put on that phone, man? Like, when you got that phone in your hand, how much time does it take before you to look at it again? Then how much time does it take for you to look at it again? You know how you go on something, you spend so much time on that bad boy, you be like, time done went by. Right. And then now you know what I mean? You done missed the interview.
That's you're right.
You done missed the job interview now.
It gets you frustrated because, I wake up every morning on my 4 a.m. for studies.
Okay.
And it seemed like recently my phone will keep ringing at 4 a.m. from different people. that would never call my phone at 4 a.m., that ain't nothing to me but the evils. I don't care what you say, because I'm like, I'm in my study.
Right.
It's 4 a.m. What you calling me for at 4 a.m. to break up my studies, man? So I understand that phone, man, it's very, you got everything. You got, like, let's we talking about yesterday. I don't really be on Snapchat, but I try to get on it for the kids. I mean, I can't even deal with the Snapchat because it's too much going on. They got every time you turn around, they got a new app, a new app, a new app, a new app to do what? To keep the kids on the phone and away from moving the way you talking about. Like, you could be 15 and at your academy, but instead you 15 and you messing around and fanatical gagging on your phone and you ain't thinking about nothing. Or your PlayStation, you know, these games. And
listen, man, these devices have turned us into devices, man. Whereas though our minds are just so jacked right now, man, that we can't even hold a sociable conversation, man. We can't sit down with each other and talk. When people ride in my car, I said the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put that phone up. And we're going to talk while we riding. When you come in my house or we going somewhere, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk. First thing you're going to see is a sign that says, all phones off, in pocket. Because we need to have that social stability, together.
Say that again. When they come where?
Then when they come to my house or in my office, phones are off, in pocket. Do not pull that phone out.
Right.
There's no robots and androids in here. We're not having that, man.
I ain't never heard of that in my life. No phones. Put your phone away.
Put your phone away.
You know, that's
Hello,
crazy.
how you doing? How you doing? Let's talk.
You know, I'm guilty because I could be sitting on the couch on my phone, my wife on the couch on her phone, my son on the couch on his phone, and all of us in our own world on our phone, and we trying to ask each other, and they talking to me, and I'm like, huh? What you say?
Right.
But I'm not really listening because I'm too busy being a part of this device. As you just said. So I have to deprogram myself. I just said this last week. I said, I'm going to go on a fast. My wife said, a fast from what? I said, from my phone. Yeah. Because I'm sick of the phone.
No, really, man.
It's really controlling a lot of my movement.
And we don't understand how it's taking over our vibes. See, our bodies is dealing with vibes, man. We're dealing with tones, man. You understand? And what happens is, we become so immune to that, man, that it takes us away from the social stability that we're supposed to have as human beings, man. We become part of the matrix, man. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say that, listen, man, that phone, I have you so jacked up, man, that you don't, listen, man, half the time you won't know who you are by messing with that phone, man.
But you know what that also shows when you said no phones in my house? That shows that you really like to engage in conversation. You really like to take people next level in a thought process. You're really trying to invest in people when they come in your house. Not many people want to invest
in my phone. Listen, in my house and in my office.
That's what I'm saying. Not people
in my presence, period. Wow. I don't like you in my presence and we having a conversation and you on the phone looking at me and then down on the phone. That's disrespect. Right. No.
Unless you clarify that with some people, they're not going to know that that's how you feel.
But I make sure I clarify.
Right.
And people, you know, some people
don't
like
it.
Some people don't like it. Some people do. Some people understand it. Some people don't. But they would never understand it if I don't never say anything. Right. I'm saying it because I love you. And I want a part of you. I want to be able to engage with you. I want to be able to look you in the eyes of the window to the soul, man. Right. So I want to be able to look in your eyes and us have a conversation, man, that's deeply rooted, man. Not, you know, I hear you, da-da-da-da, this and the third, who just checked my page. Da-da. Nah, man. I need you to be engaged in this whole conversation because this is what's going to help us jump from where we're at to someplace else, man.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
So what's going on next? For you.
So, you know, the Q show, we're supposed to be going back there. We have another invitation to go back there. They want to sit and do a special on the Academy. And, you know, Steve Harvey's reached out to us, man, and we're trying to get together to go to Chicago, man, in July, man. So we're going to, you know, it's just some things that's going on and everything like that. At the same time, life shows up, you know what I'm saying? But I learned one thing, man. Listen, you only got one life, man. And you better go at it with 100%, man, no matter what nobody say.
That's good. Because
the bottom line to it is if you don't spend your life trying to do the best you can and be the best you can, then you only got one shot at this, man. We in the fourth quarter.
Right.
We in the fourth quarter, brother. Right. You understand what I'm saying? No, when you're born, it's the first quarter.
Right.
Huh? When you're walking and talking, that's the second quarter.
Right.
When you understand life on life terms with girl, boy, and makes baby, that's the third quarter.
Right.
Once you understand the family core values of life and goes on in its existence, that's the fourth quarter, man.
Wow.
And right now, we at the fourth quarter. We ain't got no time to play, man. We know how babies come. We know how life works. We know how jobs exist. And we know what type of world we're in. So what you going to do is the question.
Wow.
That's the question.
That is
what we going to do. Not what we thinking about. What we going to do.
Wow. That's the first time somebody had me stuck.
Right.
Yeah. So, no, the bottom line to it is that we don't look at where we're at, man. We're never going to understand where we need to get to, man. Supremacy is alive, man. I don't know what y'all looking at, but I'm talking about the one way to destroy a community is to get the hospitals, get the judicial system, right? Of course, man. And the schools.
Right.
So if I can get your schools, I can get your hospitals, I can get your judicial system, y'all done.
Wow.
So as a community, with all these little base programs that are sitting around, we need to come together, man. Right. All these 501c3s here, doing this over there, doing this over there. Listen, let's kill that Willie Lynch stuff, man, and come together, because we got to survive. We got to survive like roaches,
Most
man.
definitely.
We got to get, for real. We got to get like roaches, man, and get together, man, because I'm going to tell you, listen, man, it ain't going to work with just me. It ain't going to work with just the brother. It ain't going to work with, because see, you'll have yours, you'll have yours, you'll have yours, and you'll have yours, and ain't none of it's going to matter because we all got a little part of this, but it will be massive if we put it together. I'm talking about this, man.
Bring the body
instead of all of us having, listen, I should sell shoes. You should sell socks. You should sell a belt.
Right.
You should sell a shirt. But no, we want to come with the same stuff and sit on the side of each other and then bicker with each other. And guess what, man? You know, big money take little money, man.
Right.
He's sitting up there laughing at it all.
Right. Wow.
While we scrambling around, man.
Good.
You know what I mean? Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's reach out to each other, man, and talk about, okay, you have a branding thing. You know, I have something going on. You guys have something going on. Let's stop talking, man, and put it and meet together. And actually, see, the meeting ain't the thing. We can meet. And we can talk real good.
Right.
See, listen, the brother talk about getting paid, you know what I'm saying, for talking. Guess what? We getting paid by breathing, right? It's what are you breathing? Are you breathing a lie or you breathing truth? Because we can talk about meeting, but are we going to meet and really do something? What are we going to do after we meet and talk all elaborate? What are we going to do when we talk about my company, your company, your company, your company? What are we going to do? Are we actually going to make a move? Because listen, man, you can't go forward into the future unless you learn about your past, man.
Right.
Your past, man. What has happened in the 70s? What happened in the 80s? What happened in cats don't even know, ain't got a clue. Life repeats itself.
Right.
But to our generation, man, we're being stomped on by not taking a stand, man.
Wow.
The guy had 10,000 body parts in his house in Chicago, and he's walking around like it's okay. 10,000 body parts where he done cut up people because he has a biochemist place. So now that they can't find out where the bodies are, and you know Chicago, man, they gang banging and stuff like that. Where these body parts? And this cat just walking around. Yo, listen, man. Yo, body parts being sold is real, real serious, man.
Right. Yes, it is.
You know, I'm just trying to keep it real with you, man. Like I'm gonna say this, man. I love you guys, man. No, listen, from my heart. Everybody in this room. Why? Because I only got one chance to see y'all, man, and that's now.
Right.
And that's to understand that. Guess what, man? I had one opportunity to come to this earth and become something. And be a voice of reckoning. And I choose to do it with you guys, man.
Most definitely.
And I thank you for allowing me just a little part of your life. If I leave here today in a few minutes and you don't see me no more, you'll know that much about me.
Right.
Okay?
That's real.
That's just how I feel, man.
That's real.
We need to understand it. We got to stop with this bickering and stuff like that, man, and come together because they ain't playing.
Right.
Yo, listen, I don't know whether you looking or not. You know, your brother talk about Brandon. That's good stuff, man. Listen, I'm going to share a quick story with you real fast on why I'm the way I am. Because I'm ready to kick the doors in, bro. I don't care. Right. I'm talking about I need soldiers to be able to say, listen, man, we ain't going for it no more. I tell my guys, I said, listen, that guy wearing a uniform ain't no better than you.
Right.
You just as good as he is. Put the uniform on. The stares come when they see the brother with that badge on, man, that gets panic attack. People look, what is he doing with a badge? What is he doing with a gun? What? Yeah, because out of the norm. It's out of the norm, man. We're not programmed to see each other in an authoritative type of venue, man. We're always the passive ones. We're always the ones that allow any and everybody to come into our neighborhoods and grasp and suck us dry, right? And go out and become whatever they want and then suppress us in the end, man. When are we going to stand? When are we going to take a stand and say, nah, man, nah.
Right.
You guys with guns and killing cats, you killing the guy down the street, he broke. You done shot and killed him for what? Right. You ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing. How you gonna have a burner and be broke? How you gonna have a burner and ask for short of a cigarette? You come up to me, you come to my, yo, anybody got a cigarette, you got a burner sticking out your pocket. Come on, man. The concept is jacked right now.
Right.
And our cats is being led down to I call it Walmart warehouse. And the Walmart warehouse is the penitentiary because they ain't teaching you how to get a job in the penitentiary. They ain't trying to rehab you at any level, man. They're taking you young and giving you 30 years so you can come out and you still be young. They give you a house for $75 and tell you, guess what? We're going to take care of everything, your bills and everything, this beautiful house. And one thing they know is they know that you ain't going to never buy a house. Not paying $75 a month. Wow. You ain't going to think about buying a house. And neither is your kids because they going to try to get that $75 a month rent too. So where do we start educating our kids? Right. Where do we start allowing them to understand that, guess what, man? It's a systematic trap, man.
Right.
You have to use things. You know what? And I'm gonna, let you guys continue. I apologize for going because sometimes I can just go when I get, sensitive about this. Income tax was called tax relief. Tax relief. It's supposed to help you catch up with certain things and things like that. Listen, man. Listen, bro. Look what they did. They gave them food stamps early, and then told them it was a storm coming.
Right.
Now they can't get their money. They can't get no more money till March.
Right.
Who gonna have food in the refrigerator around March?
Right.
Who gonna bro?
Right. Right.
Then they saying that they can cut off Social Security. They can cut off SSI. What's gonna happen if they do? Social Security, SSI, unemployment. What's gonna happen if they do? How we gonna survive? What we gonna do, bro? I teach these kids how to grow their own food, man.
That's
I teach them how to grow their own food, then pick the food, and then eat it. You understand? Like, you got to show them, and then we go hunting. I mean, not hunting, camping. And we do some other things, man. I think we need to get back as a core, as a race of people, man, to understand the importance of why we're here. Because, like I said, we're in the fourth quarter.
Right, fourth quarter.
But it is the voice of reason. We're here for a reason. You just heard Mr. A. You know what I'm saying? We got to come to the end of our show. It's wrap up time, man. It went fast, and it was beautiful. Man. It was definitely a beautiful show. It was great to have you here. If you want to ask something, we're gonna open it up for you real fast. We got another, I guess, 5 more minutes. Did you want to add something to this before we wrap up?
Yeah, I just wanted to say to the young youth out there and the people with the businesses and things like that, man.
Okay.
Let's try to come together. We all know who we are.
Most definitely.
Let's make a stand. Let's keep religion out of this stuff.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Let's just do let's religiously come together.
Right. Right.
How about that?
Right. Most definitely.
Let us religiously come together and do what we got to do
and build
for the
relationships.
for the sake and the well-being of our future.
Right. Yes.
No, the kids.
Yes.
Kids.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Children.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Most definitely.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's
there
it.
you have it.
That's it.
You got to give us some links before we end. Okay. For people that want to.
Yeah. Anybody interested, man, can go on to Aziz Academy LLC.com or Aziz Academy LLC on Twitter. If you go on the page, do the application. Once you do the application, man, you can text that you did the application. We'll respond, man. Any businesses or organizations that wants to link up, man, my door is open, man. I'm willing to provided security. You want to do something, we're going to do it. And I'm going to make sure people's around, man. Ain't nobody going to bother you. That's how that's going to go.
Most definitely.
Y'all going to peep the Voice of Reason. We're going to be in the streets with Mr. A this Friday.
This Friday
night.
At CBS.
If y'all want to be some legs, don't just talk about it. Get out here and do it.
Yeah.
You know, let's get out here and feed some people. And look, he ain't even telling you to show up with the food. He's just telling you to show up to feed the people.
That's all I want.
You know what I'm saying? Come out there and do what he's doing. Firsthand.
Yeah, CVS.
See him firsthand. CVS. And where's that at? Right? And that's in the heart of Camden?
That's right in the heart of Camden. As soon as you come in, it's right.
Isn't there a hospital right there?
Yeah,
right by
the
the
Cooper
bus
Hospital
station.
and the Walter Rand train station right there.
Okay.
You got the court right there.
Okay. Oh,
You
you're
know what I
right
mean?
there.
Yeah, the CVS right there. And what we do is we don't set up a table. We ride around to where they at, man. We meet them where they at. Like somebody might be under a car, man. We give them a hot cup of coffee in a bag, man. Somebody might, cause see, you know, we feed the homeless, man. The homeless is already asleep.
Right.
We don't, we try to give the hungry after. It's two. It's the hungry and the homeless. The homeless is already in a cardboard box somewhere. So that's who we want to reach out to, man.
That's who we'll be reaching out to this Friday, man. So we'll see y'all when y'all see you, man. The Voice of Reason. We out. I'm your boy, Prevail the MC, Pastor P.
It's your boy, Mike J.
And we out of here, man. The Voice of Reason. Yo, A, we appreciate you as always for giving us this platform, man. For real. We out of here.